like a fire. You better stop moving. Just like a fire. Burn up. Burn up. You better stop moving. Just like a fire. Burn up. Burn up. You better stop moving. Stop moving. Just like a just like a fire.
Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on into the late night stream, 9:30 p.m. on the way. Might rip till 11. We'll see how we do. I got a bunch of coins I'm looking at. I got something hot right now on the market that keeps pumping. This thing won't stop. ATR. It's like a fire. Burning, baby, burning. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Shout out to the 314 people here. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Till 3 a.m., baby. Till we burn candles on both wicks, baby. You're now rocking with the best.
Just like a fire. Burn up. Burn up.
You're far too kind. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. Blessings on blessings.
Like a just like a
Put a 333 if you're on one right now.
just like a just like a just like a fire. You better stop moving. 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 You better stop moving. You better stop moving. You better stop moving. Just like a fire. You better stop moving. Just like a fire. Burn up. Burn up. You better stop moving. Just like a fire.
Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in on a Saturday night, baby. Blessings on blessings to be alive. I feel like I'm 25 years old with this haircut, I swear. It cut like 10 years off my life. I walk around like, yeah, what? I'm 28. I'm 28 years old. What? Look at that. I'm not 41. Cheers to my lovers of life, baby. Feeling it, just letting it flow through me before I get into these charts. Just letting the vibe out on Saturday night, baby. Oh yeah, let's go. See what this cup says? It says shoulda listened to me, and it's got a Bitcoin logo on it. Hard to see. Shoulda listened to me and Bitcoin. So funny. All right. Let's bring that music down, baby. Shout out to the 600 beautiful souls here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Sharing your most precious asset, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Life Alive stream. Nah, I love you. Yo, I just went to the UConn game. I was just around hundreds of thousands, felt like, but they, 30, 40,000 people at the TD Garden. That thing was full. Those UConn fans were crazy. UConn. They were intimidating. There was a lot of them. I was freaking out. It was awesome, though. It was a good time, man. And UConn but that team's probably going to win it all. I don't know who's going to beat them. They got a 7'2" kid. This white dude, Klingon. The kid is unbelievable. I mean, he's a wall. Half the team was, I think the tallest guy on Illinois might have been 6'8", 6'9" or something. They could not score on this man. He was just, it's a Saturday night show featuring your host, a master of ceremonies, Mr. Samuel Action, the crypto lifer. Yo, number one, man, I was thinking about you right now. I get home, right? And I check my Twitter account. First thing I see is you're just like doing the right thing. Like you're just one of those, you're like my mom, dude. You remind me of, and I don't mean to be rude, but like, cause but you remind me of my mom in the way that you just have such a clean, steadfast kid. I can feel it. And I just asked, and next thing you know, dude, you wrote a whole beautiful thread, man, about, basically your experience, what you learned, and why you're sticking with me, and what you like about the group. And thank you from the bottom of my heart. Like, it just, what a day, right? The coolest thing is my good friend who made it real big, has a great life, and he's always helped me and coached me. He's been like a business mentor of mine. He was the CEO of his own company for years. He run the bell on the New York Stock Exchange when his own company of his stock went public. Like, this is my best friend, man, and he did amazing things with his life. And he was back in Boston this weekend, and he was like, "Yo, I'll be in Boston." And he was like, "Let's go to the UConn game." You know what I mean? And he took me to the game too. The seats were $550 a piece, man. No lie. Like, he didn't even mention it. You know what I mean? Like, that's the kind of life I have. Like, so I went to a beautiful game with my buddy I haven't seen in a long time, like a year now. And, I've known him for over 20 years. And then my daughter knows his daughter well. His daughter's older. And they bonded and hung out with his wife. And my daughter had a blast. She was with the girls, standing on her seat, just, 9 years old. And honestly, like, that was my day, man. And thank you to everybody. We had a blast, and it was awesome. So I apologize for not being there at 8 p.m. like I usually am. But blessings on blessings to everybody here. And just, what can I say, man? I go to bed tonight and thank God again for a wonderful life. Like, I have nothing that I shouldn't be grateful for, nothing that I shouldn't be grateful for. And I appreciate everybody here. We're going to break down a bunch of charts. We're going to have some fun. I'm not going to sit here and talk your ear off and BS you all night. I promise that. It's Saturday night, though. I want to chill out. I want to hang. You know what I mean? It's the one night that I want to just kind of like relax with everybody and change the show up a little. It's Saturday night. So I believe I get a break on Saturday night. You know what I mean? If you can't give me a break on Saturday night, then I feel like, when can you? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, let's roll. Let's roll, right? What did the wise man say to his wife? Nothing. He was a wise man. Anyway, shout out to everybody here. I love you. I appreciate you. This was amazing, David. I was ready to stop risking my holdings and make money while my bags were safe in the cold storage. I tested trading on XE for a few weeks before joining, using small amounts of cash to start to prove I'm grasping the concepts and correctly deploying my trades. Setting up margin, leverage, entering and exiting points, and more importantly, protective stops. Sam's word for stop loss, much better. I watched Sam's live stream for 2 years and recently researched him and my 5 favorite YouTubers who offer private groups. Several do an okay job, but what Sam offers, including his work ethic and outlook on life, resonates with me perfectly. Laws of attraction. It was actually impossible for me not to pick Sam to work with. God bless you, Sam. I feel like I'm home in this group. The 99 is changing lives. And you know what's crazy is the cool thing is once I set someone up that's like squared away, like usually people that come to me that are pretty squared away, mature, got their life on, but they just want to learn trading. They learn from me the right way. They get set up, and then like they start helping people in the group. It just becomes like they just become part of they just become part of the fold. And it's such a beautiful thing. And I see the group grow in a way where people just want to literally help the next person get where they are because they're so grateful for what they got. And there's just this reverberation of gratitude in my trading group that I've never seen anywhere in the world like that. And people used to tell me that, but now I see it. I really see it. And like God forbid I don't. I want to be here forever. But I pass anything ever happened to me. Like this group would go on like somehow, some way. I know it would never like this. It would continue, man. And there's something very, very special about what we're doing here with the lifers, man. And I get it. And I just want to say thank you. Blessings to everybody here. Blessings. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Flat all day long, like it should be on an Easter weekend. You know what I mean? But look, I looked at Streamer. We put out Streamer this morning. Look for it. It made a beautiful boom to the upside for 25% gains. Gave it all back to break even. If someone got in, you basically be at break even, but you couldn't have lost. Beautiful thing about this trade is either you were smart enough to get out somewhere and anywhere you could have gotten out of here, could have got out here, could have got here, could have got out there, and still be in profit the whole time, right? Went up 33%. Looks like it may want to go do some more damage. Look at that 15-minute curving on the stochastics. Kind of flat while this is kind of moving down. That's a bit of exaggerated bullish divergence, okay? A lot of people we don't really talk about that a lot. And a lot of people make fun of me. One day I was like on a live or something. I don't know. I was on Twitter and I was like exaggerated bullish div. And the guy was like, how many things do you make up? He was like, Sammy Cup and Handy. He's like, how many, like, he's like, what more are you, he's like, what are you going to make up next? And it's just funny to me, you know, I mean, whether it might have been a joke, but look, exaggerated divergence is when you get flat, but movement. So if the price is flat, but the RSI moves up, it tells me something maybe, you know, maybe getting a move, right? And I also consider, I'm the only person find that does a little twist. I feel like there's exaggerated hidden divergence sometimes. Like sometimes this may be a little flat and this is down. It depends on the structure that I'm seeing and if there's some support or resistance, you know what I mean? But there's a blend there. There can be a hybrid, but that's, you know, you could beg to differ and we could go on. We could have a man to woman, a woman, you know, if you're a man or a woman, but we have man to man, man to woman discussion about it, and I'd be open-minded to your position if you heard out my position. All right, but this may look like it could curve, you know, it's curving up. It may not get the love. It could also just be a dud here with a shoulder head and a right shoulder. I'm not trading it. I'm just looking at a stochastic that looks pretty aggressive, and if that could break the medium line, a lot of times I do see a move, but you never know. All right, Stream coin seems to be kind of in competition with JoyStream, right? That's the kind of what I've been seeing. Decentralized streaming, kind of that, like, you know. It was just down, what, at 0.03, and it's at 0.86, so it basically doubled up. But it's very low market cap. It could be very high risk, too, as well. I don't own any. I don't know, and I'm not talking about, the only reason I don't even really know. I just saw it yesterday in the flag. I just point out things that my mind sees, so I don't try to promote anybody else's stuff, you know what I mean? Looking at YGG, I didn't put it out. I was just looking at it today. Yield Guild Games. Interesting, weird move here that it made. You know, still kind of, I guess, stayed inside the flag and is now flagging out on the 15. I feel like it's got to come back and retest that 21-day moving average. But I don't know. It's looking a little bullish here on the 1 hour time frame. The weekends are funny, you know? Sometimes you get small time frame pumps. Wouldn't be surprised if YGG kind of tried to make a move here, but, you know, I don't own any of this coin either, and I'm not going to swing trade it. Unlikely, but it just, you know, it's out there. Can you check Litecoin for me, brother? Happy Easter. Happy Easter, everybody. God bless each and every one of you. Hope you're having a wonderful day out there. Hope everything's going your way. I love you. I appreciate you. And I hope you have a wonderful day tomorrow with your family. Yeah, no volume due to the holiday. You wouldn't expect a lot of things to move, you know? And I said that to everybody. I even said to my trading group, and I say it like, I said, if I ever told you to take a break, and, you know, it would be this time, you know what I mean? But then again, you'll see a meme up like 100%. You know, things will pump. There's always going to be the gains, man. And that's why I tell everyone, like, you got to be able to break away to maintain. Because if you're going to do this successfully, that means you're going to be here 5 years from now like me. Like, you're going to be in this for a long time. All right? Like, I have like 4 years documented doing this. You know, people have watched me do it for 4 years. But, like, I was doing it before that, right? Even before I knew what Bitcoin was. Even when Bitcoin was like nothing, I was in the stock market, you know? So, I've been doing this thing a long time now. Like, it's now just kind of what I do, you know? I trade the markets. Like, that's just what I do for a living. It took a long time to get here. You guys watched me progress. Many of you saw me mature as a person and as a trader in many ways. I didn't always have all the answers, and I still don't. You know, but we put our best foot forward every day, and we believe in ourselves, and we believe that there's opportunity at all times, and that's what really gets us going. Wow, gifting 50 memberships to Decrypted.tax, man. Love you, Sammy. Thanks for all you do. And shout out to Decrypted.tax, my man, Ernest. And you can see his logo right here, Decrypted.tax. Go to Decrypted.tax if you need to go over some questions. You're a lifer. Jump on in there, man. Get yourself a free consultation. Go to the website. I'm going to give you the link here. Go to the website. It's in our description. All right. But I'll also post it real fast so you can get instant access. But this is my man, Ernest, the best in the game. He will teach you what it is. And, yeah. Hold on now. There we go. I want to make sure I get the lifer link. People grabbing up the memberships. But if you go to Decrypted.tax/lifer, okay, you get exclusive access to behind the scenes of what it's like to be a lifer. And because me and Ernest have a great relationship, I give that relationship to you. And you really can benefit from it. So jump on in today. You know what I mean? You know, if you want to if you need some questions, if you don't know what's going on with transactions, it's the place to be, man. It's the place to be. All right. And God bless you, man. Thank you for everything. Hope everything's well with you and yours, Ernest. Okay. And I consider myself, I highly value myself, and I only work with I think the best, man. I really don't. I won't work with someone if I don't think they're the best. Right? So this is a beautiful kind of little flag here on the 1 hour time frame. 4 hours also coming down. Might have to come down to that 21-day moving average. I would observe this. Chance we don't have to get it immediately. We might even try to make something like this so we might get a grace period there. Even take a longer leg. But this thing was hot. It cooled down for a long time, and it seems to be hot again. It's on my radar. I've been watching it. We already gave you the last call that pumped beautifully. I gave you this flag here. It's booming. Right there. That was a perfect entry. We gave you this flag too. So I'm attempting to give you another, just continue. And this is what I do too, is like, I've coached people from the beginning of a coin all the way through its movement, right? I've been doing it with Solana, right? And you'll see. And I put my money where my mouth is too. Like, you'll know, oh, he's riding, like, and so, so shout out to everyone here that's out there. Shout out to my Solana people. If you're into Solana, man, we love you. We appreciate you. Man, he just gifted another. Unbelievable. And another. That's ridiculous. That's 150 gifted memberships tonight. This is out of control, man. God bless you. Thank you so much for the love. That's insane. I don't know what I did to deserve such niceness. You're the man, dude. Blessings on blessings, bro. Thank you. Close to becoming a lifer. Love your love for God, man. God bless you, man. You know what, man? You do whatever makes you happy, my friend. If you feel you want to become a lifer, you become a lifer. You know? If you make enough money on the live stream for free, make enough money for the live stream, do whatever makes you happy. I never convince anyone to do anything they don't want to do, man. You'll know what to do when the time is right. I think it's the greatest thing to do. If I had me back then, and from what I know now, I would, oh my gosh, I would kick myself. Once I joined, most people join the group and then they're like, oh my God, I should have joined sooner. But anyway, I just love everyone that participates and supports me. So this thing looks interesting. I like it. It might come right down to this level. We could draw a mini fib here too as well. So we could get a 618 bounce. That would be beautiful. But it seems to me we might get some traction here. I'd watch DIONE. I'll bring this a little closer here too. I even right click this and put an alert on here. So now I got alert on the blue line, alert on the yellow line. Kind of box it in here. And it can even, I think you can even just come up here, slap the 618 right there, and then slap an alert there. Now I got alerts all over the place in this thing, but I don't know if it hits the 618, I don't know. If it breaks up a here, I don't know. And if it gets across this and starts to consolidate. And then what I do is and then I can even, sometimes I just right click and grab this. And I throw another alert here too somewhere in case all these hit, and I let it do its thing and then I forget again. It's already there for me. The point about this is if it actually consolidates just like this, I'll know exactly when. You know, and I won't even have to think about it. All right. Shout out to Bryson Gonzalez. Let's take a look at that SLERF. Cheers, man. Which I hear is coming to MEXC today or tomorrow. Maybe not. That's what I heard. Maybe it's not. That's what I heard. But if you did get into Cheers at the early stages when we first kind of looked at it, still up a 3x. And what I like about that is it's like you would have had to get in on like the day it came out to be up 47x or something, but still. And from this, and again, what I do is it's all about that fib. So let's go to like the 1 hour. And you can just pull a Fibonacci, and you can see it got a pretty bad beat down all the way past the 786, and then it bounced off the 786 a few times. Look at that. Unbelievable, right? How it used that 786, and the 786 lines up with the previous resistance kind of support line here, pretty close. Wow. And isn't that insane? And it's just that we teach these fundamentals. So like, it doesn't matter what it is. Meme coin, as long as human beings play with it scientifically, it will leave an impression through our mathematical world that we live in, right? And just what's going to happen. I wish this would save it. I think it could, but it's simple as a simple do. Okay, so I'm just looking at this with the indicators, so when I get back and running, I can see what's up. A little overbought on the 1 hour time frame. Kind of have to look at it on the 1 hour and the 15. But Cheers is starting to get a move here. This thing could go up 100%. It's looking interesting. Again, I don't own any of it. Who cares? I don't know what's going to happen to it, but it just looks interesting to me. SLERF. Let's take a look at SLERF. I do own SLERF, for the record. I love the pump that it got. That was great up to 92. All the way back down now to 59. SLERF. What do I do see here? All right, which is interessante. That's crazy. It didn't remember the indicators when I switched the thing. That's so weird. Usually not the case, right? I guess I shouldn't have refreshed. I should have just typed in SLERF. I wonder if I go back, you know. I feel like I saw it. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? I went back and I got it. But oh yeah, I think SLERF changed it anyway. It wasn't even, that's what I did, and then that's how I lost it. So I don't think it matters. I think I flushed my DNS, and ever since then, like, I don't get the traction that I used to get. It's kind of weird. Okay, so here we have a bit of a falling wedge, cup and handle. But again, it could also be an M pattern. And people just no likey, no slurfy, SLERF is struggling. We thought it was going to be the one, but it hasn't really gotten as much traction as some other coins yet. But I'm not giving up on SLERF just yet. But, I have to break out of this cup and handle, though. It's getting really it may double bottom here. People, look, major sell-off. Look, 5,000. Look, this guy bought 22 grand, though. So this guy's going to be like, you know what? I would love to track that wallet and see where it goes. See if he ends up making a monster like 200K on that move or not. I mean, he's looking at 10x. A lot of selling, though. Look at this. A lot of red. 5,000. Good buying, though. 5,000, 5,000. 7 minutes ago. $5,000, $8,000, 5,000. Selling 5,000. Selling. So a lot of panic sellers right now. It's kind of good. You want to see that. A lot of weak hands. You know what I mean? They weren't ready to commit. Like, I put in what I'm willing to lose, and I hold it till I either lose it or it makes me money. You know what I mean? No panic selling my memes, man. All right, moving forward. We got SLERF done. Thank you so much for all of those. That's amazing. Let's take a look at BTC on Binance. On the favorite Binance. So where were we? Remember this morning on the 7-minute, and we talked about how I was like, we want to see this breakout. It was looking bullish above the 200. Things were looking nice. Could we get a move to the upside, right? I'm still in the long, right? But we went sideways all day. Then we got resistance at 70,250 really, and we broke down. We kind of double bottomed here, made a swinging right, try to make some type of weird pattern. But we broke to the downside too as well. I saw a head and shoulder there. Looked pretty bearish to me. And really, at the end of the day, just sideways price action, in my humble opinion, right? Just sideways. Almost have to say this is the trend line in a way, right? And it just kind of pretty weird pattern, if you ask me. Which I'm gonna delete everything and attempt to make sense of this again. Look at my daily close and just refresh like I do every single day. I'm really loving this tech side of trading. Nobody on YouTube does it like this. Thank you, bro. Shout out to you, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is take a look at the weekly time frame. We're going to double click it and take a look at the weekly. We're going to set our levels. Well, because every single moment is a moment to teach if you believe in God. Because that means you think everyone was made by God and you should help them. So instead of just going, hey, here's a coin, and being like, hey, here's what if someone's like, ask me about this coin, I'm like, yeah, it's got a falling wedge, might go to here's your levels. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. I want to teach you, that's a moment where I could teach you. I could go over something that I didn't think about. So if I just keep going thoroughly over things, I'm innately going to come up with things to teach. So as long as I'm ready to give, everything's going to fall into place in the show. You get it? And I'll have more content and it will continue to roll. And so if with that mentality, everything just continues to move forward in the proper manner. It's amazing, right? So look, previous resistance becomes support. I've said this too, I'm blue in the face. 65.5 over and over and over again, but I love it. I actually like repeating these things. Our whole group has been spot on because we've been spot on. We haven't missed a beat. We know 67.2 is that next key area of support and resistance. Excuse me. That beef butter chaw, whatever it was at the TD Garden with that mac and cheese, man, gets me every time with the potato salad and the piece of cornbread. I tell you what, child, it was the best. Oh my goodness. Just like they make it down south. Most annoying thing ever seeing all the new animations, noise continuously over the chart. Don't worry, man. You'll be all right. It'll eventually end, I guess. If people just keep trying to grab them over and over again, though. It is relentless. You know what I'll do? I could turn it off. Just for now. Right? I'll turn it off for now. We'll still hear it, I believe, but we won't see it. You know what I mean? It's kind of nice, though. You know what I mean? Move it to the left. Okay. My left or your left? All right, so we have resistance here for Bitcoin at about $70,000. All right, right now, right? The weekly candle. That's just like where we're kind of parched at, but we'll see. You know what I mean? It's kind of where we're at right now. So, but we could say 70K resistance, you know, but we're in price discovery, in my humble opinion. I mean, we only have a wick to deal with. Whenever I see a coin and it only has a wick to the left, it's like basically, it's not price discovery 100%, but it's like price discovery. It's like the closest thing to price discovery. You know what I mean? Like, it's like you have really no support or you have no resistance. Like, there's no candle on the weekly in your way. You're above a high volume node, which means you can fall to the lowest area. And so, like I tell you, the ball bounces down the hill, and that's how it was told to me, and it's really been accurate the whole time since this. It tells me you go to the value area highs, 73,000, 75, and, you know, I'm going to show you even more later on in a second, but if you saw my weekly analysis yesterday, you know what I'm saying. Basically, you know, we're just kind of reiterating on the new information that we have here. But so as long as, you know, again, so we're looking for Bitcoin to just close a weekly candle above 68,969K. Where these candles hit, like, it's, where does this candle open at? 68,955. We'll call it 69K. So, like, as long as this candle closes, this will be the highest candle close in Bitcoin's life. Look, no weekly candle ever closed that high, ever. It's what it's doing is it's starting to build consolidation. It's starting to actually use this as support, this area. You know what I mean? Now, anything is possible. We could still crash down. You know what I mean? But we'll have to lose this level first and this level. And so, like, a weekly candle has to close above 65.5 for me to be bearish. All right? For me to begin to be bearish. And it looked like it was definitely going to happen here. I was about to turn super, like, it was not, I was, for that hour, that 7-8 hours until we started to recover, like, that was, you know, when this candle got back above the key level, I was like, what? I was like, wow, that's magic. You know, when we got back above 65.5, I was just I mean, it was amazing. Anyway, so, laser focus doesn't even come across my mind, notification or not. God bless Stack McChange. We love you. We appreciate you, man. Thank you for being here. Stack on the radar. Stack always, baby. Always. Always and always. Stack McChange, man. I'm telling you. God save Stack, man, for a reason. God bless you, man. So, let's take a look at our daily time frame for Bitcoin. Still moving up on the stochastics. I've seen massive moves come when you cross the dotted line. You are getting towards the extended level, but look, the MACD didn't even cross yet, and that could give us some move. Give us a little potential of some movement here, and it's starting to flatten out. Anything is possible. We could easily just get rejected. We do have a high, a low. Could be looking at like a lower high. It's really important that we do break the daily above 73,000 on the smaller time frame. But you can see how bullish the weekly is. You know what I mean? You don't want to take away from how bullish the weekly is. But you can see you have daily resistance now, and you can see, well, Sam, what's more important? I mean, at the end of the day, it's all, to me, it all comes into play. But you want to remind yourself of the bigger time frame the most at the end of the day, right? At the end of the, but anything is possible, right? But so just this alone is a bull flag, beginning, right? It's a sideways flag. You haven't closed a daily candle below 69,000, right? Look, this candle, right? It closed at 69,900. This one can't close at 69,969. This one closed at 70,007, right? You haven't closed a candle below 69K. You've gone below it on one, and it's now been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That would include 7 days. It's been a week straight. And Bitcoin's gone sideways, right? So it's a good, that's, And so you want to see where your 21-day moving average is. And it's riding with price action. And yes, these are far apart, but they're not too far apart. The daily can, in an extended zone, get a little bit more of a move here. So that starts to tell me that we, so this is where we stand. And this is what I'm looking at. And I've seen these break out before. They're kind of like these dug out symmetrical triangles. That would take you to $94,000. Now, I don't want to be a perma bull here and be like, everyone, this guy just said that. I have no idea where Bitcoin is going to go. I'm going to say it again. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. I have no idea where Bitcoin is going to go. No clue at all. No clue at all. Not even, I don't know. No idea. What I do know is we must break back on the daily time frame. I'd like to see us break. How about this? If we break back above 73,500, I mean, and look how close we are to the all-time high. Like, am I wrong? It's just like, I almost feel like I'm missing. I'm like, wait, no. But like, we are a spit away from the all-time high. And the daily still has momentum here. Look where we were when we were here. I just want to show you in comparison. Let's go look, because look, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something for you. Look where the stochastics RSI is. Let's go back in time to the last movement that we were right there, right? And I'll play it a bit. So we were a little bit behind right there, right? We're like right here. And I'm not saying everything happens the same, but I'm just using comparison of momentum. So we had just crossed the dotted line here for Bitcoin. And look what happened. I mean, we would go substantially up. You see that? As the daily would reset. When price goes up, when the stochastics are going down, that only happens in insane. You never see that. That's an anomaly. That doesn't happen. All right. What you did is you got the red to bring down the momentum here. And then that's why you need the 4-hour time frame when the daily is interesting, because the 4-hour time frame start. You know what I mean? I started making the ascending triangle. Anyway, but we'll figure. The point is. That's just where we are on the stochastics. Even though we're getting close to the dotted line, it's a very bullish sign for me, and it's interesting. All right, and it gets me giddy, and it shows signs of a move. So, and on top of that, this is a little flag in and of itself, like I showed you, right? I just don't want to be too overbearing with the drawings, right? 3-day chart as well, like I've been telling you. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to skip on out and use like the MEXC chart for a second. And this is me just saying, can we go sideways, right? See? So far, so good. But you want to go to the 3-day chart. I get rid of everything. Really don't need a lot. And, to me, you're bull flagging. So a little mini bull flag. And, just regularly right there tells me you're moving up. It to 89, 90K. And the Stokes are ready to move. I mean, you barely reset. Well, the Stokes reset. I mean, that's a bullish sign. These indicators teach me this. Look, same thing happened here. Like you reset, but the Stokes went, the Stokes came all the way. The Stokes went from low to high, and half the time they went up and re-down. So like normally when we're like, in a normal succession, like we come up, and when the Stokes reset, we used to go down a little bit. See, look at this. This is the Stokes resetting from here to here. We went down. Here the Stokes set from here to here. We go down. Here we went from here to there. We went down. But this time we went from there to there, and like we ended up kind of like in the same place. And like we were ready. It's like, so that's like I don't know if that's simple to you, but it is to me. And so what I realized in life was trading was like a scientific experiment. And I took, biology in class, and I remember how you had to have a variable and a control, right? Otherwise you can't make any assumptions of anything. And so say this was price action, and this is the stochastics RSI. Normally they're together, and they kind of just, in somewhat shape or form, they're together. But what happens eventually, price goes up, and then it makes like a flag. And the Stokes come up, but the Stokes reset. And then the Stokes curve aggressively, and you draw the flag. And then the 21 will come up, and then you're gone. Like, it's just a very simple way to trade. I'm giving you the sauce, You just have to have the guts to pull it off. I'm showing you the method to my madness, like, and you can do this I do this on every time, multiple time frames. And you'll see it, like it'll be obvious to you once you start planning for this. And then and then when things are off a little bit and everyone gets bearish and they don't know what's happening, That's when Sammy pulls out the hidden bullish. And I was like, well, that's swinging up. And that's swinging down. I called this hidden bullish from like August 20th or the 23rd to like the 29th. Like for literally probably 2-3 weeks, I said, this is hidden bullish. This is hidden bullish. This is hidden bullish. And then it's documented, but I just love this because it was amazing. All that happened. And then the 8 hour had swing down and swing down. Well, this swung up. I pulled a Fibonacci and we had the 786 with the hidden bullish perfectly. And that was your exact bottom. We never went lower, 25,990. And I called that trade. I got in that trade for a long. I didn't take it. You know, I got out right around here. But like, I mean, it was these are just monster moves. Again, all the trick about using any time frame in a 200. Once you get above the 200, you can open up a trade. Look at that. Gone. Gone. Like just absolutely gone. Right? And you can see the 8 hour has never gone below again. We tested a little bit. Just a little bit. So things seem pretty bullish for Bitcoin, in my humble opinion. But like, what's the bearish scenario? You know, what if things aren't so sweet in California? You know, what's going on here? Well, we could say there's a resistance at 73.5. We could say we're making a lower low and we can't seem to get back above 71,500, right? That's that key level that we were battling. It could say that we bounced off of 60,661. And I mean, I'm just watching this tight, to me, symmetrical triangle, right? And they're known to break to the downside. And we have a 200 SMA looming, which is known to be a catcher of price action. Not saying we're going to go there, but it's just, you know. I didn't even know I could do that just now. So if you hold shift, you can put a box and then you can grab everything and move it. That's what I just found. I never knew that. I just learned that today, right now in front of you guys. You hold or control down. So if you hold control down, you can box everything. When you can box everything, you can then move it off. All by itself. If you hold control, you should be able to take the whole thing away too. Look at that. What I got to give. You give what you got to give every day you can, baby. So we break out, we get to 83,007. We break down, we could be visiting 55, 61,000, right? We have this beautiful support of resistance that's been holding us down. And it's, you know, and I've been saying it a lot. And it's, you know, 68,500. I'll call it like 68.6 really. Zoom in and really take a look. Yeah, I'll call it 68.5 a happy medium because we came up, we came down, we've wicked. And you want to see us hold 68,500. The 8 hour looks nice, like it wants to curve and pump with lack of bearish momentum. Shoulder head and kind of a shoulder there, but showing a green sign too as well, right? And in its own little mini symmetrical triangle there. You see that? If we really zoom in, it's in its own really mini symmetrical triangle. I wanted to do something right now, if I may. I disappeared on you, didn't I? Bear with me. I used to do this a lot. I haven't done it in a long time. You know? But just have like a zoom window where we could just like, you know, really go in. But see that, like that has some kind of shoulder, head, and shoulder. So you can see it how I see it. Because like when I zoom in, I really see it, you know? I don't know, I'm seeing it just, I got some bearish vibes here. Unless we say, okay, we broke out of this pattern, but we broke back in, and now we're like in something different, you know, like, and we want to break on out. But I have some head and shoulder vibes to this. Really want to see us break the right shoulder then and get back above 7,005. Really got to break back above this level right here. 71,500, 469. And then we can move up to basically the all-time high. So we get above 71.5. It basically says we have to come tussle the all-time high. All right. So ideas, right? Thoughts and ideas. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you so much for the love. We appreciate it. Thank you for dropping memberships. Butsonator gifted 5 memberships, man. It's amazing. People gifting 155 memberships tonight. Decrypted.tax, we love you. We appreciate you. Unbelievable. These guys have got me out of being homeless. Shout out to Butsonator. We love you, man. Coming from working tonight, back to working tomorrow. 12-hour days every day this week. I'm ready to fire my boss. Everybody is, man. That's the chant here, right? Can you check Litecoin for me, please? Celebrate the first super chat on the live, Francisco the Christian. We love you, we appreciate you, and we thank you for your love. What up, Sam? Shout out to my man, Crypto Ric Flair in the house. God bless you, brother. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. I'm not stressed over being a moderator. I'm happy to help if want needs, but I'm just fine not taking on the added responsibility too. You're funny. Hi, Sam. Join the trading group, but I've not been added to the Discord. Can you help me? Email cryptolifers@gmail right away, and we'll figure it out. In the morning, too, but someone should be able to figure it out right now. Shout out to Burke, gifting a membership. I love you, Burke, man. Thank you, man. I mean, that's a bullish. See, the 8-hour looks like that's a bullish engulfing candle right now on the 8-hour. It's starting to turn around. I'm in a long. So, inverted head and shoulder, retesting the neckline is a pretty bullish sign to me. My man said he liked the 5. Hey, the 5 just got above the 200 SMA. That's always bullish for me. Let's take a look at our 1. Our 1, look, there's my signal. I wasn't looking. I wasn't paying attention. That's why I opened up trades. Look at it. And again, I show this all the time. I show it every day. It's crazy. I gave everybody the sauce, but nobody will. It's just so, I mean, a lot of people use it, but it just, those are 3 perfect trades today. All you had to do was open up when you got above there. I'm just going to make a bot do this all day, right? That's it. Celebrate their first super chat on live. Thank you, Golf Bank Remix. Can you look at Doge, please? Anytime. You be putting some work in. Shout out to XRP to the moon. Nah, man. We outwork your best worker. We out mentor your favorite mentor. We out YouTube your favorite YouTube. It's just the facts, man. But you know why? Because I think I love it more than everybody. I just love it. Like, the love is so strong. My passion for this is just uncontainable. I love the broadcasting. I love being here. I love hanging out. I love connecting with all you beautiful people. I can feel your energy, and I can feel the vibe, and it's a good vibe. I want to be around it all the time. So I love what's going on, and I'm just in love with the vibe. So I just say thank you and appreciate you all. And Sean Sullivan, thank you. Can you check ORDI, please? What do you see in there? Thanks and appreciate you, Sean. We love you. And I appreciate you, man. Let's take a look at this 1-minute time frame. Wants to blow, though, right? Looks pretty good to me. It's actually looking pretty bullish tonight. Almost like we broke out of something here. And see, that's where, like, the zoom in again would be kind of nice, right? Like on the 1 minute, right? You can really see what's going on here. I heard someone say in their phone they couldn't see a lot. I actually noticed that. I'm going to do something actually today in the settings. And I think I just got to dull down my gradient one more. I like the coolness of it, but I think this helps you guys see the candles better, especially on an iPhone. And so I want to cater to people's viewing habits. And thank you who pointed that out to me, because I watched it and I actually kind of agreed with you. Seemed like he was complaining at first. He was like, I can't even see your candles, man. And then I watched it in a store with my phone. And I was like, I could see on the go where you're just, you don't have a lot. Lighting's not that good. You're running through some place. You know, it's kind of has some inverted head and shoulder vibes to me, but I like my 7 minute. It's like a go-to time frame of mine. And so they all broke above the 200, and then you got the 21 crossing. It's all bullish signs, you know. We got it here too. Then we got a nice little move, but it wasn't amazing. Not a follow through. And you can see local resistances at 70,250. We got to break back above that. I'd look for either the continuation, but some type of flag here. Touch that 21 again, and then maybe get a move on out. I wouldn't be trading anything crazy tonight, though. But 70,132 is great. I'll take it. I'll take any bullish move for Bitcoin. I'm in a pretty heavy trade right now. I want to talk about it. I like this coin a lot. Art trade. All right. And this thing is in damage mood. Wow, really blasted all the way back up to 6 again today. Wow, I didn't see that during the game. So it got busy. I saw this flag that could break out, right? 15 minute, 7 minute. It did break out. We pumped all the way to 6.2. Got sold. Now it looks like it's back at 5.4. I'm going to take a look at it on the regular market there. I feel like the API is like lagging here when it comes to TradingView. Chris Schaefer, shout out to my man Vegemite. Lord in heaven, may his gains be prosperous and his hunger be insatiable when it comes to making that money. Amen. Vegemite. Amen. Shout out to Chris Schaefer. We love you. We appreciate you. And shout out to your man Vegemite, man. I love you, brother. Let's celebrate the 5th super chat on a live from Chris. Thank you. Thank you. ETH getting a little bit of a pump. Looks like it wants to do some damage tonight. We get Easter. Are we going to get an Easter pump? Easter can be forgiving. We'll see. Anyway, I'm in our trade. I like this coin. It looks beautiful to me. If Bitcoin takes a turn, then everything will. But our trades, I'm in the. I will be honest. I'm in the coin. I got 331,000 R trades. About 18 Kize. Ooh. Wow. Started with like 7. So that thing's been ripping. Up 11K in like 4 days. So now I'm just like, yeah, and then I leave the zoomed in screen. See, that's the only thing that happens a lot. You know what I mean? That's the only thing. Shout out to Vegemite. Shout out to Chris Schaefer. Vegemite, you're on demo mode. Vegemite is from Australia, right? Someone's, I think, sent me some Vegemite in the mail. Does leverage really adjust on the fly while on the trade? So I open a trade low. Once it breaks a level, move higher. I see people do that, and you can, right? It can. I don't know though. It's like, I don't know. I guess you can do it, but it doesn't seem to affect the trade like it would when you were in it to begin with. You know what I mean? So look, this skipped a beat here for whatever reason and just jumped market like an order book there. It's weird, but I still see this cup and handle, or this ascending cup and handle, like, and you really just want to see if this thing can double top now, though, which can be bearish. Could we continue to drop? If you lose a 200 SMA, maybe, right? Again, it looks different on the chart. It's because that says it's at 4, but no, it's back up here now. Did they get GFI back up and running? GFI got kind of like changed names. And so, but I believe GFI is going to be hot. I see it here in a flag on CoinEx, looking like it wants to continue up to about 684.89. Just interesting times to be alive, Contento's good volume. Okay. That's all a trader needs to hear, right? Oh my gosh. Yes. Yeah, I did. I went through 2 already. Thank you so much. You brought me another one? I was so thirsty. Thank you, babe. What happens when you do it right all day? Oh. My wife just brought me. Adjusting leverage does not change position size, only how much you personally have in the trade. Yeah, it's like it takes away, right? It takes more of theirs. Hey, Sam, thanks for sharing your knowledge. The class today was amazing. Wow, thank you so much for the super chat for doing that, man. Blessings on blessings. Shout out to Master Friend in the house. We love you, Master Friend. We appreciate you. If you ever want to jump on in and learn what my man Master Friend does, which is basically like leverage in and out all day long. You see me trade leverage all day long in my system. He has other things you can learn too, though. And I just think it's fun to learn more things. And if you want to learn more, my buddy does a leverage masterclass. You can jump on in anytime you want. You do have to be in my trading group, and it's an additional $300, but that's all you pay one time. And I'm telling you, everyone that gets his you know, he's super nice. He outworks that $300 by a lot. So, yeah, he's one of the nicest people I've ever met. He shares his knowledge, he helps you, and he'll actually be hard on you too. He'll force you into tough love. He'll ask you how many demo trades you made, and if you're playing games, like, you're going to know that you're playing games. So if you really want someone to hold you accountable for your mistakes, and because you keep making them and you're not ready to like really clean up your act, I really think he's the person that can do it for you. All right. So I'm the guy that can teach you how to trade if you stay in line. All right. And I'm going to show you what's up. All right. But if you want to leverage trade like a degen and you can't stop and you refuse to stop and it's something you're just addicted to, I think you need the doctor, man. All right. And that's Master Friend. All right. God bless you guys. My pup just heard the wife's voice and started woofing and searching for the voice. You're funny. I need to be slapped around. Shout out to Jesus. Yo, I don't want to say stuff like that, man. We don't want to make this we don't want to get, no. No one's, I just read that super, oh man. It's just, this ain't PD. Oh, no, I'm not, oh, no. I didn't. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, it's so wrong, it's right. All right, anything about layer 1 is supposed to be launching in 72. He said, no, Fib Sniper is my second organic round. I can't stop, I won't stop. GROK, if you get time, please. Thank you for the 5th super chat on a live. And let's take a look at the fan funding. Thank you, Rudy 007. Thank you, Master Friend, for coming through. Thank you, SBTT Streets 304 on the $9.99. And we'll talk about GROK. And thank you, Henrik Fonstad. We appreciate you. Chris Schaefer, we love you. Crypto Clown World. VDS on Uniswap. Possible 100x gem. Thank you for the amazing class today. Shout out to Raquel Menina, hairdresser. We love you, Raquel. I hope you're having a good time hairdressing. And appreciate that. I've been telling you about PONKE since 01. Check it out, brother. You know I bug you about PONKE once a week. You do. That's all you do, really. No, I'm just joking around. Sean O'Sullivan and Gulf Bank remix. Wow, Francisco the Christian. Can you check Litecoin? So we got to look at Litecoin. Should I be longing or shorting Sol? I have 100K in it at 109, so please don't short it. Take a look at Nubcat. Yeah, I heard someone made a lot of money on Nub. Can you check out KREST? I got a bit ago. Seems to be in a golden pocket on the daily retracement. We did look at SLERF, and someone's asking about GROK again. So I'm going to take out GROK right now and get that done. Someone said Koss had some good volume. The weekly looks interesting. You know, if I go to like the 15-minute here, seems to want to break out of some type of flag. Might get a runner there up to 0.13. I don't know. May not be my cup of tea, but might bump. GROK. I first bought GROK in front of everyone live on the stream when it was like very early. Let's see where I first bought it. It was like right there. I think it was like right there. And then I couldn't believe it. And then I sold it because I couldn't believe what was happening. All right, let's take a look at what's happening here for GROK. So giant cup for sure, right? You can't argue that. And cups show that there was buying relentless. Cups are like, relentless buying pressure for an asset throughout a low period. Just people just kind of, and eventually enough DCAers buy in and in and in. They create, maybe spark a pot or two to make a swing trade, and then you get the volume, and then boom, you start to break out of the monotony of the cup, right? So everything's kind of watching Bitcoin too now, right? If Bitcoin gets a bump, so you're looking for this to kind of jump. Technically, I guess you're in like, I would have to lower it like that, but that's not the best pattern, But it looks like it's in some type of symmetrical triangle. It kind of like made a low, a high, and a lower high, right? So it's interesting. It's got me kind of like, it's giving me some type of mixed signal there, But it is a higher low at the same time. This could be considered a cup and handle. I'd look for it to break above 2, 3 because I need that confirmation. All right, then make for a flag or retest, and then that could be maybe a bigger, nice cup. That would be my entry somewhere near there if I was looking to get into this. It's a little too sketchy. It could be a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder here too that drop to the downside with a slanted neckline. And I'll get rid of everything and show you what I mean here. And I could be wrong. I'm just giving you what I see. And I've been doing this for years, so I don't know. Maybe it matters. Who knows? It's just funny. It's like if a guy went fishing every day for, 5 years straight, thousands of hours, and then he tried to tell you something about fishing, and you were like, nah, it probably doesn't make sense. Now, it looks a little head and shoulder to me, but you never know, right? That's why I would say, see if it can choose rich, right, and not choose broke. And if it can choose rich, like you're supposed to, boom, right? I choose rich. Who here chooses rich? Do you choose rich or do you choose poor? Put a 333 if you choose rich. Everybody in the chat should throw a 333, man. You should always want. You deserve to be wealthy. You deserve to eat at the finest restaurants every night. You deserve to have the highest end food. You deserve to get taken around in the nicest cars. You deserve that life. There's no reason you don't. Don't ever feel guilty or be upset. You know what I mean? With the fact that you could just, live a life of convenience and just elegance. You deserve that. I truly believe that. This earth is a beautiful place. You should be able to live a beautiful life. And maybe those things, maybe you want to just drive a tractor and own land. Maybe that makes you happy. The simple things in life make me happy. Hiking, living near water, being able to go to the beach, just enjoying nature. So, but yeah, I mean, that's a head and shoulder pattern that I would be a little sketched out by in a symmetrical triangle. So again, and I could be wrong. Watch it pump. There is kind of a cup and handle action there. I got some mixed signals on it. That's all. It is oversold in the stochastics. Everything's supposed to pump right now, so you want me to say it's going to moon, right? If it does, it's going to make a nice move to 4-2. Be a nice 150%. And maybe it makes a flag like this, comes down a little bit more, and just makes a really nice cup. Fulfills the head and shoulder pattern too, and then we still break on out, right? So that's why I think it would be safer to wait for it to break back above 206 and then to make something happen. For me, I think that's the lowest risk way to tackle that. But you do whatever makes you happy. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. I'm just trying to teach you what I'm saying. So Wax kind of had that, Adam and Eve double bottom. You see? And again, it just, boom. These things just happen to hit their target. It's just so crazy. Who here has been through some bad breakups in your life? I've been through some tough breakups. Some long relationships that just didn't go right. Felt like I was never going to recover. You know what I mean? The pain, the emotions. I've been there. This song reminds me over and over. You know, it's like, man. But we learn from them all, and we somehow grow. And eventually you meet someone you love so much that no matter what happens between you two, no matter how tough it gets, you just can't see life without them. And that's what happened to me and my wife. I just knew I couldn't live life without her. You know? Like, when I thought of life without her, it was like the most uneasy, strange feeling that I ever felt. Like nothing was ever going to be the same. Like I knew what my destiny was, and like I knew who we were. Like I knew who we were supposed to have our kids, and it's so weird. It's like I was so drawn. I don't know if that happened to other people in your city, but I was so drawn to my wife. And whenever our relationship got rocky, or it seemed like we weren't going to make it, I had this unending feeling that we were always going to somehow, even when it felt like we weren't. Like deep inside, there was this voice that would say, she's the one. Like, she's the one, you know. Bitcoin Cash has been getting some love recently with an upgrade. And, you know, Roger Ver's been kind of running around and he's back on the scene. And it may get some love because it's getting a lot of attention. Even my wife was reading an article about it this morning. And that's interesting for her to talk about Bitcoin Cash, right? So this flag looks interesting. You may want to keep it on your radar. There's something going on with Bitcoin Cash, and I'm privy to it. So, again, I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance, and I don't know if it will move, but definitely something I would have on the radar. And it's been moving recently back to that $595 level for Bitcoin Cash. Now, what number? I forgot, like, what number is Bitcoin Cash? Like, where is it? Number 14, still a pretty big coin. Nobody talks about it for number 14. You think about it, right? Like, when's the last time we talked about Bitcoin? I think on my channel, since it's been around, we've mentioned Bitcoin Cash like 3 times, literally, in the last like 4 years. And since 2000, like, it's kind of crazy, right? Maybe not, maybe 10 times or 20 times. But seriously, like it's funny for a top 10, top 20, 15 coin. It's in the top 15 of all coins. It's above Chainlink. And nobody really discusses it at all. Not much at all. To me, Chainlink is just sitting pretty for some reason, getting ready for a big move. Just hanging out. They don't want people to, I think some big people are accumulating. They don't want people to get in. Like they don't want the price to pump yet. They're building their positions for something crazy, in my humble opinion, with Chainlink. Let's take a look at Link while we're at it here, and then back to those super chats. All right. And GF Burke coming through on the chat easies. Oh, ooh. I love this track. I do. I like it. It makes me feel good. I call this feel good music. You know what I mean? Just put you in a good mood. I could like run on a treadmill. I like the way the beat hits when it drops. You're like, hey guys, I'm Jason Casper. So basically, and then I got to rap too, right? See what I was saying about the music? Oh, that's a good workout. Oof. Got me winded already. I'm out of shape for Florida. God wants you to have the car. He wants you to have that house. God is a God of abundance. Amen. 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 Buying equipment for the farmers is like Miami folks buying Bugattis and Thunderbolts. And we buy those things too. Big boy toys. I love it. Yeah, you farmers got dough, right? You guys be buying them big sports cars. You be buying them Escalades. I know you farmers love Escalades. I know you do. Out west, all you big farmers out in Texas, you love your Cadillac Escalades. Say you don't. You got like the big old trucks and you like your Escalades. Muscle shirt required as well, right? Mina ready for the pump. Trust your gut and inner voice. Definitely some of the best indicators. Shout out to PONKE. PONKE. Let's take a look at Chainlink. On Mexi. If you want to join the trading group, we have a link here waiting for you. It's simple. Hit the link. It'll send you to cryptolifer.com. Check it out. I'll appear on the screen. Join today, and join today. You can rub my pocket square for good luck, all right? Also, put your email address in here, click here, and you can subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the newsletter, weekly newsletter. And that's twice a week, Saturday and Monday mornings. And it'll blow your mind. Really kind of put things into perspective, see what we're talking about, health, life, and just a whole slew of awesome stuff. So I definitely take a look at this. It's on the radar, cryptolifer.com. And then also, if you get a prompt, to please put in your email address and hit consent so you can subscribe to the newsletter every single week. All right? And stay connected. You never know. It's a way for me to stay connected to you no matter what happens and give you some of my insight, ideas, and plans, hopes, and dreams. So kick it with me like I'd like to kick it with you, and we can have a blast. So I'm looking for Chainlink to kind of just do its thing here over time and just slowly. It looks like it's going to take its sweet, 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 sweet time, though. It really is. And it won't even show me on the chart when that's going to be. But that's May and June, July, August, September. It looks like it's going to take to September to get to $39. Seems like it may take too long. We'll see. Chainlink may underperform. So far it has. We'll see what happens. Been kind of crawling around for a while now. I'm getting a little impatient with Chainlink and with Cosmos. I don't know why they're just like hanging around. Cosmos is where I bought it like a month ago. Somewhere here on March 4th, right there, I bought a Cosmos at 1234. That's why I always think it was funny. 1234, 1234. And like, we're just sitting, right? We're just sitting. Now we're above the 200 SMA on the 3-day chart. That says a big move should be coming. So that looks good to me. 2-day chart, right? Things look okay. Very similar to Bitcoin. We just got to get through this next time. And Bitcoin's in the same place. We're just sitting there. You can see it's mimicking Bitcoin with the up, the downward, and the little flag. So only time will tell. BTC. And this is the little flag. See, like, this is what all these coins are doing. They're mimicking Bitcoin. Sorry. Getting a little wacky there. With the up, the down, and the little flag. They're just waiting to see what Bitcoin does. The 4 hours in our favor, oversold and expecting a move here, in my humble opinion. If I look at the 4 hour, this is definitely a trend line. And this is, I think it's like we broke out of it already. And we could almost say we're in a bull pennant. So I could say the 4 hour says, hey, bull pennant. And I've been trading the 4 hour. That's what I'm trying to tell everyone. I've been in the 4 hour time frame for a long time. And it's literally just been sideways. And so we're looking for this move to the upside here for Bitcoin. All the way to about $78,000 on the smaller time frame and beyond. So can we get it is the question. Heavy resistance at 71.5, right? And we know this. So we're just we don't break above 71.5. We, expect, and we got to have a shoulder head and kind of a right shoulder there. It just doesn't look amazing. I'll give you that. The 1 hour's coming up and really doesn't seem to want to get above resistance. So a lot of chop recently for Bitcoin. And if I had to guess for anything for tomorrow morning, for Easter Sunday, looks like we're going to be sideways for maybe the most of the weekend. But be careful. There's some weakness in the bullish move right now, right? But there's also weakness in the bearish. It's kind of just, it is really just a sideways day. All right? It really is. Let's take a look at our baby KREST here. Which I heard you could get some peak for getting KREST, but the peak airdrop was so small. PEAQ. I just felt like it wasn't worth even going around and doing it. They said they were giving $1 million away in peak, right? But I felt like, so if like 1,000 people did it, I guess you get $1,000. But I feel like at least 10,000 people would do it. I don't know. I like what I'm seeing for KREST. A little bit of red there. It may come to the 786. Always know that the 786 is an option if you do lose this next level. Right? So just be careful for KREST. It may, it's looking a little bearish there, and it lost the 200 SMA on the 4 hour, something I did not expect it to do. That's a little awkward there. So, and you can kind of see the head and shoulder that form there, but so things are going well. Look like we're going to break out right, of the 200 SMA. Now it looks like we may suffer and get further down. We may have some more resistance back down. Let's take a look at our daily. Where is the daily 21? Yeah, so it broke below the daily 21 with a curving 21. Usually kind of says we may have some more downside to possibly the 786 Fibonacci. So watch that. It doesn't look amazing. What will get us out of the fence if we break back above about 91 and use that as support, then that would also be our 0.5 fib. So I was bullish of this, but I have to caution, I'm not always 100%, and I have to caution that, anytime things change like this, and anything, this almost, I always tell myself any coin could go to zero, even if it's unlikely, but I say any coin, anything could happen to anything, There's no guarantees in trading, right? It's all based on probability. And you have to know that's the risk I take as a trader every day of my life, right? That's why I can handle risk more than most people. And that's why I can kind of get out of situations that most people might find extremely difficult. But for me, they just can be, not that bad, because I've been through so much in my life already, and I put myself through so much to get where I'm at today. I took so much risk and I'm still am. Like, I'm not out the water yet, right? We got to get through this bull run really to capitalize. Like, this is the one. So, and it's not going to be easy. Everyone thinks it's going to be easy. It's not. I tell everyone that it's not. You're not going to get a free ride here. It's going to be a lot of ups and downs and emotions, and a lot of people are going to get shaken out of the market at certain times. You're going to think you can hang until you can't. They're going to try to break you at times. They're going to make it seem like it's going to go lower, seem like it's going to go higher. They're going to play with you. They are. It's going to happen. We just got to see how we handle ourselves and get around these situations that they're going to throw at us. And that's it. And that's all we can do. But the market is a vicious place. I'll tell you that. And it has no ice packs. It has no sorries. You can't go to the nurse. Nobody cares. You get left out broke and alone, and the market leaves you. If you can't discipline yourself and take profits and stay in the game, period. Right? So there's the hard facts of the market. As fun as it all is, there's the hard truth, the stone cold truth of the markets. Nobody cares about your tears. That's a fact. I'm not trying to be rude. I care, you know what I mean? We all care, but like in trading, no one cares, man. Spirex, right? I had this little flag here with a thing that popped again. Yeah, 72. And then you had this bigger flag. Nice. You probably had this. Nailed it. And again, if we look at that, it's probably a fib. Look at 618 Fibonacci. Unbelievable. Every time. It's like just find your impulse and get on your 618. Make sure the Stokes are low and you're touching the white line. And bang. Shout out to Stack McChange, my elite trader, for having this in the trading group. You'd be in gains if you listen to my man Stack. You should write a book, live and narrate it too. I am. I'm on my way, man. Just got to figure out how I want to put it out and when, and kind of how, everything's got to be done right. But thank you. I appreciate it. You want to help me? We can write it. I could narrate it to someone while they type, and then we could put the thoughts together, organize it. That would be the easiest way for me to write a book. So I didn't have to sit and write it all day long, because it'd just be funner. I could hang out with people and get it done. It would be like an experience, It'd be more like I was telling stories. Love you, Stack. Thank you, man. Now I still own ORDI. I got in at 58. It's been a boring run, man. Compared to all these coins pumping, ORDI's been flat cheese. Hopefully it starts to make some gains and, BRC20 start to wake up. And it seems like they may. All right. But you can hear the contention. No, but it got back above the 200 SMA there after a little downtime. But still kind of a shoulder head. It's just, I don't know. It doesn't look amazing. But as long as ORDI can hang and consolidate nicely, eventually it is going up. And, my 58 looks like it will triple. And I'll get to 150, 121. We'll see where we go. So time will tell. There's your low. There's your higher high. There's your higher low. Still in a bit of an uptrend, but sideways price action for sure. Orange is hot for whatever reason. Like, orange just continues to get hot, right? Hit that all-time high, though. Got rejected by 75, but it's just hanging. And, you know, if Bitcoin makes a flag and gets busy, you know, Orange is the first coin. Orange is going to pump with Bitcoin like its twin brother. Orange is the Orange Pill app for Bitcoin, right? For BRC20 NFTs and just inscriptions and just getting it in. So where Bitcoin go, Orange go, you know, and, you know, we were trading Orange since 11 cents, right? On and off. And so some people may still be up a 7x from when I first put it out, about a 6.5x. But Orange, man, doing some damage. Orange Wallet is going to be awesome. It's going to be huge. The newsletter is very well written. Thank you, Mike Robinson. We love you for saying that. I'm disabled data, and I get a lot of typing practice in. Wife and Hubster, dang, that's fast. I will do that. I'm sorry for your loss. May your sister rest in heaven in peace. Got 12 words per minute, brother, if you need that help. Wow, that's amazing. I made gains on SPA. Bless you, brother. ORDI, PONKE. Let's take a look at PONKE. You have been telling me about PONKE every day. You're like, PONKE, bro. So it kind of cup came down. I mean, it's in that like golden pocket space. May have to come down a little lower. It's almost in a descending triangle though too, right? Like, sorry. Like this is pretty flat. This is kind of a flat bottom. Whenever I see that, it's just so bearish to me. It just looks kind of sketchy. Again, though, it has whole previous support as resistance. So again, you look for, again, just like I said before in that other coin, I look for us to break back above this key level, which is 890, you know, 0.089, before I ever thought about like, you know, jumping on in, because it just, to me, it's just too sketch. All right. And I could be wrong there, but it just doesn't have an amazing chart. I'm being honest, you know. Shiba Inu. Okay. VDS on Uniswap. VDZ. Is that Voids? $8 million market cap. Nice pump with a small retracement. I've been around for like 10 days. Doesn't look amazing. Say you break above this. They're all kind of in waiting. Kind of shoulder, head, and shouldery, but if you can get a move above this, and the bounce there, I don't know, man. Too many little coins that I'm you know, a lot of buys coming in there. Look, it's all green. 5,000, 2,000. These people are maniacs, man. I can't believe how much money they'll throw at a meme, but they won't buy any Bitcoin. Crazy. But again, I mean, hey, I just want people to make money and have fun. I never want to hate. So do whatever makes you happy with the memes. Let's take a look at Shiba Inu. I just feel like there has to be some voice of reason for these youngins in the game out here. Take a look at Shiba Inu. It's on Poloniex, Ethereum. I mean, it's interesting. They've all had these nice pumps and retraced, right? Then this kind of broke out, did a double bottom. This got an $8 million market cap too. I don't know, man. You guys like, I can't take it anymore. It's too much. It's too much. We definitely want to see Dogecoin continue its little revolution, its little big move here. Look for Dogecoin to reset on the daily time frame minimally in a bull flag, so it could continue to do damage and retest the previous resistance as support. That's what you're really looking for when it comes to Dogecoin. And it get all the way up here to about what, 298892 for Doge. All right. I can't wait till I move in, and then I'll be doing videos like from here. I'm like, hey guys, so you know what's gonna happen to me? This is how I know I'm moving in. One day I'm going to drop something on the floor right here. right there, right? I'm going to lean down and come up. Ah! And I'm going to bang my head right on that ledge on that table there. Ah, I just did it. Ah. Ah. Just bang my head there, man. Ah. So, like, you got to tell yourself you're already there. You've done things there you've got to feel, you've got to bump into something in the house. You get it? It's kind of a weird form of manifestation, right? But you got to, like, you've already interacted with the house physically. All right? This is how you manifest. This is how you manifest. Okay? AOIZ did that pump like it was supposed to. Got up to 109. We were sitting at 82, 83 when I put it out. Had a nice pump, right? Got sold off on the low with some severe hidden bullish div, right? We wanted to see it break out more and kind of make some more of a concise move there. So now you got some, now it's a little overbought. Let's take a look here. Let's take a look at our daily. Now our daily's oversold, but again, the moving averages are kind of far apart. Had a crazy pump. Makes me wonder, do I got to load up if it takes a dump here? Because I really like the project. Something I believe in. But remember, a lot of people have 30x. So it's kind of like it's watching this funky flag here, which to me is pretty bullish bearish whenever you come up and then come down on the divergence, right? But the 4 hours being super strong, it says I want to bounce. On a Sunday, Easter Sunday, you think it's going to pump? I mean, usually not, right? I kind of wouldn't be surprised if we just make some right shoulders here and we dump to the downside, come to the 200, come to the daily, and reset. We got spent. We're spent, right? Come back down to the fibs and reset at 35. Take a chill pill, right? Calvin, for you and the Lifer Queen when you're at the airport. God bless. Happy Easter. Jesus is King, man. Thank you so much, Josh. We appreciate you, man. It's very nice of you. Technically speaking, we have not entered altcoin season yet. Yeah. Imagine plus feeling it creates reality. Even though we have some major pumps. I agree. It's felt like we have, but I mean, I don't know. To me, what I see in front of me is what I see in front of me. Like, when I see multiple 10 and 20Xs a day, constant movement all over the market, and people just making money left and right, pretty alt seasony, if you ask me. You know what I mean? Like, I only see that in quote unquote alt season. Alt season. Do you like alt season? Because I like alt season too. Do you like alt season? Because I like alt season too. Who likes alt season? Research coin, prop base, still pumping Bico, pumping Gala. They're the most trending coins in the game right now. All right. Cheers, NIBI. I went over cheers. NIBI and VELODROME. VELO. Is it going to follow AERO or is it taking a dump? Hit my target kind of crazily. Hold up 1 second here. So on 321, I put out VELODROME, all right, on MEXC, and I showed you it was likely to go to 01418 and to make 89% gains for Velo. That's your before. This is your after. You can see that my technical analysis played out like I was a gosh dang cyborg computer. I've never seen anything like this in our life. The guy is out of his mind. It's like, hold up. I can try to make this look exactly the same by mirroring some points in the chat. What time frame was I on? I'm on the daily. Go to the daily. Double click it. Switch it, flip it, and slip it. But like somewhat like that, right? There's your before, and there's your after. There's your before, there's your after. And you basically, you say, is this a signals group? No, but that was the exact time to get in without losing a stop loss. And, 9 days later, you're up 89%. You know what I'm saying? 91%. So there's Velo in a bit of a nutshell for you. And it continued to the upside the last couple of days. All right. So to me, VELO may have to pull back a tad bit here, right? No guarantees, but VELO may have to pull back a tad. Whenever I get away for the 21, that kind of... Now, if VELO ever does this, I will be loading up on this coin for either a swing trade or maybe a possible... Yeah, just a swing trade. Because I got my AERO long-term hold. I'll keep AERO for 6-7 months. But this thing could be the one, right? VELO looks very interesting. NIBI and AERO. What's up, Lifer? Could you check out GFAL and VRA? Wow, doubling up. Giuseppe, we love you. We appreciate you. Oh, yeah, this is VELO. But we hit VELO for massive gains. Just want to make it clear. 89% gains. Let me just put that to the group. Because I got to send it to the gains factory. Another one bites the dust. Yeah, I'm about to say that wasn't VELODROME, right? Yeah. I do get it confused sometimes just because I'm on the go. I don't mean to there with the VELODROME and the VELO. My fellow. It's interesting, right? They're two different words there. Get me a little lost up there. Okay, let's take a look at VELODROME Finance. To be 100% here. That thing just continued to moon too, and you saw it inside of a flag here. Right? Again, we don't know exactly what the flag's going to do. Kind of starting to have some descending triangle, some ascending triangle vibes. Looks okay, but, you know, and maybe it makes a bigger flag here where it has to come down and test. But, you know, looks okay. I personally think this thing's going to rocket and follow AERO. And just as base gets bigger, you're going to see a bigger move. I wouldn't be surprised if, like, this is just a huge pump coming out of VELODROME Finance. Not VELO. 103% gains coming out of VELO. Looks pretty bullish to me. I'd be willing to take a shot on it. You know what I'm saying? Daily's a little overbought, though. That's the only pressure. The daily looks like you got to chill. The 4 hour says go for it. Very high risk at this point for me because of the daily. I'd probably back off from it, but it looks interesting. It's tempting enough to want to take a bite, you know, but there's a little bit of risk there. All right. Bitcoin at 69,970 here. All the futures for Bitcoin. And we have more liquidity to the downside at 69 and 68,000. See, Big Red is right there at 69,140. Saying that we may go lower here, right? There's really no other liquidity higher or lower. But we are sideways for the day. You never know. Okay. I looked at Roost. Roost looked like it was just in the dumps right now. When there's no volume, you're not going to get a lot of pumpage. You need people to be at work trading memes behind their boss's back and stuff. It did make a nice bounce from the bottom, though, at 3.2 all the way back to 9. Right? So in the last, like, hour and a half, it did a triple up. So whoever got in at these lows just tripled their money real fast. Right? So we'll see what happens. I'm personally in this coin. I own some. A lot of buys coming in right now. Look at that big chunk of buys. 8 buys, 1 at 3,000, 1 at 14. Looks like it may be getting pumped by a bigger channel. Someone might have talked about it to give it some volume. I don't know. Right? We just do our TA here and happen to catch it. But look, that thing is ripping out of the flag as we speak. It's got a pretty big measured move. We get back to 14. I'd love to see that. I'm in a lot of memes. I want to see them start to do something, you know? So, watch it on my phone, on my TV. What you thinking about VeChain? I like VeChain. I held it a long time, though. On and off for years. And it just kind of moved on from it. You know what I mean? It's old, but it's got a good tech and a good team. I'd just rather be in like AGIX or Fetch or something, or you know what I mean? Than VeChain, personally. But I like VeChain, and I think it's an amazing project. And I used to hold it, and I got it in at 2 cents. And like, I have nothing but great things to say about VeChain. But as a multiple win, like on a 10x to 20x, 30x, I just think there's so much better out there. Okay. I like this Narubu chain. I threw a little bit in there to see where it goes, willing to lose kind of thing. And just 2,000. We'll see what happens. It's been slipping since I did it, so it's not been amazing, right? I'm down like $300-400, and it's just one position. I'm just telling you honestly. We'll see where it goes. It could go to 0, right? Much love. Traveling until the 9th, but you know I'll still be working. Shout out to you, man. That's cool. How are you traveling? They going? Do you have like a trailer or something that you go with, or you just? It sounds all. I just always want to grab a motorhome or a trailer and go around the country with like a big Wi-Fi set. Do my show all around the world. Meet a lifer every single weekend. Go to different locations. All my base chain memes are pumping except Normie. How about our Brett? How's our Brett doing? Nice pump for Brett to the upside, baby. And I gave you guys, Brett, we talked about it. 240% when I put out Brett yesterday. Bang, bang, bang. If you're watching this trading group, I'm telling you, not only do we give, everyone else gives you the memes, I show you how I actually trade them. You know what I'm saying? Everyone else just says, hey, here's the memes. We're the ones who can like put out a chart on a meme and actually dissect it and hit it. I'm pretty sure we talked about this the 24th, 23rd. Wow, Brett pumping to the upside. I got into Brett right there. So I'm up 240% on my Brett now. It's pretty awesome. Yeah. Yeah, baby, yeah. It says, but I put in more Brett than that. Hold on. Let's see if I were to sell Brett. Select token. USDC. Connect my wallet. Connect my wallet. I sell on me Brett. For $3,000. And it went up to, I would have sworn I put more than $1,000 in the Brett. I thought I put $3,000 in the Brett. It should be 10 grand. It's a bit of a pissy mode, man. That's all I put in there. Hey, I'll be happy with the $3,000, $2,800, man. There we go. So that's Brett, right? Let's see what else we got in there. The Normie, the Roost. So did you, I don't know. I didn't buy dog, but I guess they gave you dog if you had Brett or Normie. Is that possible? You got airdropped that? I don't know. Be careful because it could be fake. I wouldn't touch it. But there you have it, 247% for Brett. And I got in right there, right? And so we'll see. I would have sworn I put in more than $1,000, but I guess that's what it says. I could go back and look at my transaction history, and it would tell me what I bought Brett for, right? It would have been on the 23rd, 22nd, right there. Right there, I put 33, so I put 1,164, and it turned into $2,800. That would only be like, 200% would be, would be more than that. I don't know. It's weird. Hey, I won't be money hungry. It's cool. I'm happy that it's pumping. And shout out to and people that get in at the very beginning. They're up huge now. 15x, right? And I did know about it right around here. I just was like weary. I was like, what's going on, right? But we caught it early enough. All right. Market cap has since gone up pretty big. Brett, baby, Brett. And then there's Mochi, right? And this thing's gaining some steam at a 50 million. And it could do what Brett did, right? And it could do a 10x. So, again, be careful. I always tell everyone, like, I buy like 5 to 6 of these and move on. And I get back to my trading. Memes can get you out of your zone and take you away and get you into so much nonsense. I just got to educate you on that idea. God bless everybody here on the live. We appreciate you all for being here, and we thank you, So as we continue, right, one of my favorite coins here, games for a living, right, from my man Giuseppe. And I like seeing this. Bounced off of the 618 Fibonacci level, got rejected by that 226, came back down. And you can see it's following Bitcoin with the thing. It's like it's just doing a Bitcoin, just its own kind of version of the Bitcoin chart. All right. Daily looks low after it came off of resistance. You can pull the fibs off a little bit, pull this up, swing that, pull that up, and You're consolidating here in a bit of a symmetrical triangle. You'd like to see it break out. Could you say more bull pennant-esque, possibly. Target could take us to 7-6 for games for a living. All right. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. All right. People are falling asleep. We're losing viewers. The market is silent. Thank you for putting this community together the best way possible. If you wanted to join, you're losing knowledge and money. Join today. Always thank you so much for putting this community together and leading it the best way possible. If you want to join, you are losing knowledge and money. Join today. Thank you for saying that. God bless you. For the $20 super chat, too. He's putting out $20 to tell you the group is amazing. So I don't know if you've ever seen that, but yeah. I looked at AOIZ. Thank you. All right. So we're just consolidating here for games for a living. We try not to do 2 super chats at the same time, but we'll take a look at Veracity. It was trending earlier today on Twitter. I want to see if that had any impact on the price action, right? So last time I put it out, I wanted to see it pump. It did not do that. It actually had a beautiful pen, and it hit the target. I got my alert. Once my alert hit, we fell below. No reason to be in the trade, right? Cancel it out, move on to the next one. Minimal loss. You're just like simple way to trade, right? No stress. Stress-free trading. Have a plan. If the plan doesn't go, bail, right? Have a way to bail. Know how you're going to bail and why. Have your reasoning for everything, right? Well, we lost the pennant in the lower trend line. Like, we weren't supposed to do that. We had to hold that lower trend line. If we held it, we would have bumped. We did not. So we have to done. It's like, it creates better prices for people that really like the project. Like when I liked, AGIX and it started to dump, I'm like, yes, finally, like, I can get, like, could you ever get AGIX below $1 again? We never know. It may not be the case. We may never get that far, right? So I pull the Fibonacci here, and you can see it's now at the 786 fib. It's like the exact retracement. So it's trending, support or resistance, oversold. We'll move my alert over a little bit. So Veracity, I wouldn't be surprised if it went up 153%. I own this coin, so I'd love to see that. All right. Thank you, everyone that gave super chats. We appreciate you. We love you. And I feel like we got them all done. Can you check AERO? Thank you, man. Yep. Nubu Chain, VELODROME, Orca from Slick Rick, Shiba Inu, Shiba Inu, interesting. Story time with Bubs. She's like Shiba Inu. We looked at Cheers. We looked at GROK. Excellent. I think we got them done. Pretty sure we got them all done. We'll take a look at AERO. And I like AERO on Coinbase because that's just kind of like, where it sits. So holding this nice support, right? Resetting on the daily too as well. And just everything is doing exactly what Bitcoin's doing. Coming down, making the right flag. It's just like, it gets annoying, right? When it's like they have Bitcoin syndrome. And honestly, the chart's real strange. Like, it's hard to make sense of it. At the end of the day, I just have to say it's a flag outside of a falling wedge. It's the best way I can see it. Otherwise, it doesn't make any sense. And it's almost like a lower low, like we could dump. Like, it doesn't look amazing. It gives me bearish vibes, We'll see. Bitcoin at 69,880. Just kind of floundering all day long, right? And we know what levels to watch. And we've gone over Bitcoin in depth. And with that, I'm going to kind of call it a night, everyone. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Thank you for jumping on in. We almost did 2 whole hours to 11:22, so we give you a full show. Shout out to the channel sponsors, I Trust Capital. We appreciate it. If you want to trade where you trade, where we made double on ATR really fast in the last 2 days, like this trade was amazing. Or how you saw that VELO trade that went up 81% or 91% in about 8 days. Or how we got into here on the low and it's still pumping to the upside. This thing is at 5.6, taking no prisoners. I wouldn't be surprised if this continues and gets a bigger move here. The target now is even higher. Let's raise the bar here and show you what I'm looking at. Possibly 12 cents here and continuing. Unreal. And that thing could moon, city moon, baby. And go up 131% gains. All right. And continue. Once it breaks back above 0.6, boom, right? That retest would be probably a great place to probably take some profit. I like to see this. It gets tight in there. Look at this parabola starting to form. This thing could get crazy. What if it gets to 20 cents and does a 4 or 5x? A lot of these coins have been doing it. We look back 5-6 weeks from now and they're up 5-6x. They're 5 cents. Next thing you know, they're 25 cents. This is a tiny market cap. All right. Also, I see bigger YouTubers, kind of know about it too. The coin has some legs. It is called ATR. Our trade. I own the coin. I'm in it right now. I'm in the trade. 15 million. We got in at 8 million market cap. $15 million market cap. Looks so scrumptious for what it is. Real world asset. What is it? RWA is hot right now, right? It's the first marketplace for real world assets powered by Solana. I mean, just got me going. Maxi, Bitmart, Jupiter, Gate.io, and Radium. ATR. So anyway, I love you all. I appreciate you. Let's take a look at Solana one last time before I jump on out of here. Just want to see my baby heating up. And I see it breaking out of this flag to the upside. So far, it is 100% doing that. We could extend this a little bit and say, okay, but now it's getting even more bullpen-esque, a little sleeker of a flag. Tells me that Solana's on the way to 300. Even now, that's a little higher of a flag, 311. Your first target's going to be just this pattern here, this local area. It's going to take you probably likely to 260, 263. So next stop for Solana is 260, 269, 270. And we'll go from there, right? It does have to break the previous local high at this 211 area. And once it does that, it is gone, baby, gone. And I'm super bullish on this. Even the daily looks like it wants to get lit. 22-hour time frame has some legs, but it might consolidate a little bit before the move. All right. And again, everything's following Bitcoin. Like Bitcoin's in this little flag, and this is kind of following the flag. And if Bitcoin dumps, this is going to dump down, right? See, if Bitcoin pumps, this is going to pump. All eyes on Mr. B every single time, right? And there we stand with Bitcoin, just watching this flag. We lose the 1 hour, 200 SMA. I'll be forced, and we retest. I'll be forced to short this down to possibly this area because that's a gap in the VRVP, and you'd be looking at somewhere at 61,009. Sad to say, and you lose this point of control. We break up, you look for the retest. So I wouldn't long unless you break out and retest at 71.32.9. I'm already in a long, so I got to deal with that, but that's how I would do it. All right, everyone, I love you. I appreciate you. When I show up tomorrow, where are we going to be? I wouldn't be surprised if we just go sideways here like this. And if you hold shift and press, you're going to be able to get a calendar here if you're on the plus sign. There you go. And so I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be back in like 8 hours. Hold up. Something weird's going up. I'm not doing it right. There we go. Right here, hit shift. Hold up. There we go. So like 8 hours from now, we're right here. So it looks like we're just going to go sideways. I show up tomorrow. We're just right in this big circled area. All right. I love you all. Have a wonderful night. I probably won't post anything to the group. It's a slow Saturday night on a, I gave you all my ideas, and I did post a lot of things actually earlier today. So stay blessed. I love you all. Thank you so much for being here with me every single time I show up. And thank you for the 674 likes, $264 in chat revenue. That's just insane. I didn't even expect that thank you so much for being here. We love you. We appreciate you. And dear Lord, thank you for giving all these beautiful people the time to be with me. Thank you for presenting the show the way you do. And thank you for helping us all. I really appreciate you helping me grow. And thank you for everyone you have on the channel. Amen. I appreciate it. Love is love. Everybody, thank you for everything. And I'll see you tomorrow for another beautiful live stream. Thank you. I'm so blessed. I'm going to sit down and pray literally and thank God for what a beautiful day I just had. And I'm going to go to sleep in gratitude so I can wake up in gratitude, because that is the road to abundance. Amen. Came with a fight, came through the night, came when I blaze, when I raise, when I hate. No haters in it, all love. Hate is what we all love. No haters, but it's all love.